recording. Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here in Amsterdam, driving around with a friend of mine, Steph Frank, and Steph is a boss, man. Steph is a really not only a friend of mine. I consider him a very good friend of mine now, and he's also got a very powerful mindset. And since we always try to improve our mindset and learn from each other, I want to do a little interview with this guy, okay? So he's here with me. We're driving around Amsterdam, and I thought let's just do a quick interview so you can learn something from his mindset, okay? So,
I'm 38.
Yeah.
I'm from Amsterdam. This is my first interview ever, so it's for me it's a little bit out of my comfort zone. I will try my best.
All right, Steph. So please tell us a little bit about you.
Yes, good day. I'm Steph. I'm from Amsterdam. I'm 38 years old. 4 children. Been through a lot of shit in my life. Survived everything. Did it on my own. And that's why I created a good mindset. And I want to help you guys with this. So if there are any questions after this video, please.
Steph, yesterday when we were out there drinking and stuff like that, we talked a little bit about past and about the past, how we both grew up and stuff like that. And just tell the guys a little bit how you grew up and how you became the man that you are.
I grew up in woman households because my biological father left, and then I grew up with my mother, my grandmother. So I had already I was raised a different view what I had.
Okay, so single mother household?
Yeah, single mother household.
In Amsterdam, or where did you
In
go?
Amsterdam.
In Amsterdam. Okay.
I'm born and raised in Amsterdam. But I have a very big family, and but I had one Italian grandfather, and that's why I had brown eyes, and that was not accepted in my family. So the family of my father's biological father didn't accept me, and I always tried to do my best to accept it by them, but it doesn't work. So for me, the aggression came at very young age. I became a very aggressive person, frustrated. And I see that school wasn't working for me, and at a young age I see people making a lot of money who was 20 years older than me, but I didn't think this was fair. This was the guys I go to, that I listen to. This was basically the start for my criminal environment. I was 12 years old. I sold my first ecstasy pill. I get 2 ecstasy pills at a party for free for someone, and I sold them for 50 guilders. Is about for 100 guilders is 50 euros right now, and I get it for free. So for 12 years old, it was a lot of money but everything goes away at McDonald's at the same night. But then I get the hang of this, so I quit school and I became selling drugs. And then drug selling was not my thing. I was more into violence, so I changed directions. People came to me if they have some problem with someone at school already. People, if they lost a cell phone to someone, you steal them, they come to me and I'm going to take it back, and that's in the criminal environment has also happened. So I was collecting money, I was giving people punishment, so I was from the age of 16 with very aggressive situations.
So you became a debt collector and a gangster, essentially.
Yes.
A gangster, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so by the age of 16 you were already a gangster, you were debt collecting, so you were very strong probably at that age, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what, you were collecting money for the drug dealers, or
for drug dealers or whoever, and then yes, I was especially for drugs dealers, yes, and then I came. My environment need also change. So I made a big group. I go with Ajax. I was football hooligan. Then we had a very good group, but we did robberies, drugs dealing, debt collecting, a lot of violence, fucking useless violence.
Okay.
Fighting with different football clubs in different countries, etc.
Okay. So you became a football hooligan.
I became football hooligan.
And the hooligan firms, are they called firms? Or?
Yeah, firms, yes.
Yeah. So they have a lot of stuff going on as well.
We had a lot of stuff going on, especially us. We when I get imprisoned then, because I get 2.5 years sentence for robbery, a Van der Valk hotel I robbed.
Yeah.
I got a lot of money from this.
Was it the armed robbery or?
Was armed robbery, yes.
Okay.
With the police, the judge said to us we are the most violent gang in Amsterdam. We did everything what we can do, and
That says a lot in Amsterdam, where the whole world comes here to traffic drugs. It's that's a lot to say that you're the most violent gang.
yeah, we did a lot with people from the world come also talk with us because we were one of the biggest groups back then. It was not like the Moroccans are now, because it was 20 years ago almost. And yeah, we were one of the biggest groups here, and we can do everything. We control the city, but we were stupid. We were drinking, we were doing stupid shit. If we were more organized, we were much greater. But a lot of people have been dead, shot dead. Guy you met yesterday also, his father was shot dead. A lot of people, I'll tell you later. And a lot of people are in prison now for this, and so I'm lucky in this way. And yeah, the hooligan was a nice time. I really missed it. It was crazy, but for this, I need the adrenaline in my life. I need the excitements. Yeah, and that's what changed me a lot. That's what started my journey to come where I am now.
Let's go back into the past. You're 17 years old, okay? You're pretty much already a gangster. You're hanging out with grown people, and you're doing your business, right? So, what was Amsterdam like during that time? Is it more dangerous now, or is it?
No, it's changed a lot. It's not. It's more foreign people. And if you see the city now, it's almost only tourists. So it's changed a lot, and real Dutch criminals are not anymore. We have old saying for the people from the old days, it's called Penose. Those are the real Amsterdam gangsters. They don't live anymore. They are above 70. I have one guy, I call him Papa. He was one of the biggest in Holland ever. And but he's not living anymore.
But the first time you went to prison for 2.5 years for armed robbery?
Yeah.
Altogether, you were in prison for 3 times?
3 times, yes.
3 times, okay. So, what happened the second time?
The second time was some guy was affiliated with a gang from a motor club, from bike gang.
Please speak up there.
Yeah, I was affiliated with a motor club. And I hang out with the high ranks of the motor club, and one guy was extortioned by another motor club, and they asked me if I wanted to talk with them, and I did, and that turned out in a shooting. It was a shooting who was on national television in almost every country. And then I was on the run for 3 months. I lived in Spain, but the feeling was not great. I don't like to be on the run. I come back, and I get arrested by a very heavy police squad with helicopters. It was fucking crazy. They put me in prison for 6 weeks, and after that they released me with money because they hadn't the proof. That was the second time. The third time was just prior for this. It was from cocaine trafficking for 600 kilo. I did 14 months, then I go out with bail, 30,000 euro. Then I came free. After that there was a shooting, and the cocaine trafficking was in Belgium. So the court did 6-7 years. Later they gave me my sentence 6 years, so I needed to come back 2 years ago. So I needed to do a sentence more than 4 years, still to make the 6 years. But a woman who was very high at justice place fell in love with me in prison, and she got me out after 1 year.
So how do you survive prison? How do you keep your mindset strong? Because that's one of the most important parts here. I was really impressed how he described what he did with his mind in prison, and I really love that story. So please tell us what.
The most prior thing you can do is train, is work out. You need to clear your head. You need to clear your head. You need to adapt in the environment, because you're not the one who make the decisions, you know. So you need to understand this. You don't make the decision when your door is open. You don't say there is too much noise in the hallway. Everybody is fucked up. You need to understand this. You need to know your way in. You need a way to adjust. You need to know who you need to be friends with. I was very good with Albanian and Morocco, and those are the two biggest groups in the prison. If you're okay with them, nobody can do it. It's not nothing to you.
Yeah.
If you stand in the middle, you're fucked. So there are a lot of, it's a society in a society. You know, you're in prison. When you, if you act tough on the street, it's much different when you're inside. You need to know the politics. The mindset for yourself, after the door, you must keep it for yourself. You know, don't break down. Don't let people see you break. And everybody breaks. It's normal. I cannot see my children for 1 year. How you think I feel? What can I do for this? I need to accept the situation. So what you can do, your time, they take from you. Yeah, if you can choose, you can smoke weed, watch television, wait till the door is open, or you get stronger inside. What is the choice you're gonna make? Because if you don't work on yourself, you waste your fucking time. And that's a fucking stupid thing. When you're outside or inside, and inside you can do a lot more mental training than on the outside. When in the inside, it's even easier because you don't have the temptations that you have outside.
Yeah,
you
no
don't
women,
have
no nothing, right?
no woman, no nothing. The woman outside make you crazy when you're inside.
Yeah.
But that's a different ball game now. Yes, but you don't have the temptation. You don't have to worry for make you paychecks. You know, only thing you need to make money in prison, because if you don't have money in prison, you fucked.
So how do you make money in prison?
That's very difficult to say. That's the hardest thing. What you need is a network.
Yeah.
That's how we meet. The most important thing also, that's why I say you must be good with everybody, because everybody has his own talent. If you see somebody have talent and you respect them, they work with you. And if you cannot do things alone, never. Not inside, not outside.
Yeah.
The mentality you must have, you must survive yourself. You must understand that demons is working with you. If you can fight your demons, you can conquer it all. That is the mindset you must have. You must you understand. Sometimes you don't sleep for 3 days because you cannot sleep, because the mattress you lay on is thick like this. You feel every bump in your bed. There is blood on the wall. There is fucking feces on the wall. It's dirty. People screaming. People killing themselves. Other people killing each other on the cell. So you cannot say you sleep this night good, because there's always happening something in this fucking Belgian prison. It's like dungeons. So you need to make a way. You must understand this, yeah. And then they wake you up every morning, and you need to know this. And then you know, okay, after the afternoon meal till we go outside, it's maybe you get 12 o'clock, you get your food, and at 3 o'clock you go outside. Then you take your hour sleep, because then they don't interrupt you. They always interrupt you in the night and in the morning because they want to break you.
Yeah.
So you need to know how the prison system works, and that's why you need to keep your head clear. So don't smoke weed, don't take hash, keep your head clear, because you need to fight. You need to fight your inner demons every fucking time you're inside.
Yeah. So you're obviously a tough guy, mentally and physically, and a lot of people want to be tough guys, right? But they can't be. So what do you think makes the difference? How do you, like, you know people, right? And we liked each other from the first moment, because we're kind of like, we think alike, we're similar.
Brother from another mother.
Yes, absolutely. So how do you know that somebody's real or not?
That's only you can tell with experience. That is not something somebody can tell you and you see it instant. That is an experience you need to have. You need to get involved with a lot of people, and that's why it's not bad if someone hurts you. I always said, it was my saying when I was young, you can make a mistake, but you need always look 2 steps further. Is the mistake gonna kill me or not? Because if the mistake's not gonna kill, you're gonna learn from the mistake. And you're only a stupid man if you make the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
But also that is not a thing, because making a mistake twice can also be consistency. You know, discipline.
Yeah.
Because you go. Always when you fall, get up. Go. And somebody, I always say, you know, we can talk, oh, we have a bad day, but somebody's leg is cutting off now in the hospital because he have an accident, he cannot walk.
Yeah.
He need to stand up also again. So always someone who is over bigger trouble, you know. And with this knowledge, you can achieve. And if you want advice from someone, take some advice from someone who experienced it, who tell you from his heart, and who really wants to help you, and look at the place where he is. Is he in a place where you want to be? Listen to him, and otherwise fuck off. Yeah. And if you surround yourself by people, let them be strong, just like you, But if you have the same frequency, the frequency what you see is the frequency you are, what you're sending out. So if you're depressed, you hang out with depressed people.
You know, there's this thing that you see these days with young guys. They're all little pussies, a lot of them, you know. So they don't go through hard challenges, right? So you went through a lot of challenges your whole life, right? So what is your opinion on that? Like, let's say they don't wanna become gangsters. They don't wanna join a mafia or something like that. But they wanna become tough. Like, how do they do that?
To become, everybody has his own way. You know, everybody has his own problem. But I always see, for me, the problems I had faced, for me is not a big problem, because I always think somebody else have it worse. So, but I'm telling stories. People say you can write a book with what you experienced. For me, it was a normal thing. I don't see it as exceptional. And if you have it is your part. Only what you don't need to fall in is in your vices or stuck in the matrix. And you know what the matrix is, and it's something you need to learn. If you see it like this, you can step out of it. But it's a difficult thing to see. If a young guy experience a lot of trouble, it is his burden. You need to accomplish it. Everybody have his burdens. I don't say I had a tough time. For some people in their eyes, I had a tough time. When I'm the first time, not even this long ago, I think a couple of months ago, I was grateful for having the burdens in my life, because that grew me to the man I am. And I'm very happy I achieved what I have achieved. And that's not achieved with money or success or with I have 6 girlfriends. It is nothing to do with this. I achieved myself. It's a victory on myself, time after fucking time. I beat my inner demons, and I can guarantee one thing: if you think everything is going to be okay now, something will happen soon, and then you need to evolve this also. Every fucking time it is a fight, and that's what on this planet. And the only thing what you can do is to fight your inner demons. The rest is not worth it. I had everything. I got big houses, big cars. I was lucky, I had a family, I had everything. I didn't see it right then. Afterwards I was thinking, yes, fucking I lost everything. But why did I lose? Maybe I gained everything, because I get a new life again. I don't talk to these people anymore where I were used to. I want to help people now. It's much different, because I needed to go back from prison. I lost everything, and I didn't see my children. I lost everything. I'm not even depressed, because I was depressed, but I didn't see why the fuck should I stay on earth. And if I didn't have the spiritual context, I thought to myself, yeah, what is for me the problem to live? But for me, why I don't kill myself? Because I never quit. I cannot quit. I never quit. What's going on? When I'm in the military, if I need to walk, I walk 100 miles. I never quit. I cannot quit. I never quit. The only thing I can quit on, that I did, was the normal society stuff, because I think it's bullshit. School, I quit. Work for a paycheck, I quit. But it's normal. This was not the person who I am. And but the people that surrounding me, my family, say, you're stupid, you're fucking criminal, you have a big house, every criminal live where you live. You're nothing, because they were jealous. But I didn't see it in it. My self-esteem got low, because if your family say you're a stupid guy, then you go and believe yourself you're a stupid guy. And that is my biggest fight ever. So for me, and I think that's a lot of my aggression is coming. I'm to prove myself every time, especially when I was young. Now I don't have problem on the street, but when I was young, I have people, what you looking at? What's your problem? What is this? People test you.
Yeah.
I fight immediately. Yeah, and that's changed a lot now. That's really changed a lot.
So how do you control your aggression?
To not be aggressive. And that's very difficult to say. How can I control my aggression? To know, that's what I say, I know where my weak points is. I know I have an ego.
Yeah.
You have people, an ego is not good, and Hakuna Matata, fuck off, an ego is very good, because an ego will help you live.
Yeah.
But you need to control your fucking ego. Yeah. You need to know, and the best thing you can do when an ego is good, it must come from confidence and not from a low self-esteem. So, and write down 10 strong points and read them every day for as long as you want. Write them down where you can have it, notitions on your iPhone. Look at them every time like a mantra. Repeat the fucking strong points.
Yeah.
And you will see it, and then you gain your ego.
Know thyself. Yeah.
Know yourself, yes, and have a good woman, a woman who praise you, you know, a woman who says what a man you are, not a woman who says go do this for me and do this. No, you tell the woman what you need to do.
Very
you give her
important.
respect. Yes, very important because a woman gives you power,
Yeah.
and believe me,
She magnifies everything.
she
A woman
magnifies everything. And if you want to have multiple women, you need to know what you're doing, and it's not a bad thing. Western society says it's a bad thing, but back to the old days, powerful people had more women, so don't be fucking stupid and think, no, I need to be loyal to one. No, the fucking bitches know you have more, you don't tell them, but you need to give them all your attention, and that's a difficult thing that you need to work out, because you fall down a couple of times, and it hurts.
Yeah, let me tell you guys, my man here is definitely good with women. He already, like before he picked me up, we just came back from eating. Before he picked me up, he had already seen 2 women today. So, and it's not even
Fun to
nice.
go this evening.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, our only one is angry now because I said I come 1 hour in training suit. You say, yeah, you need to do more effort for me. Yeah, but I don't do effort for you. You know, you must understand it, because fuck her and I still have 5.
Yeah.
And if I do my best, I pick up 2 new today.
Yeah.
But when she telling me today on the terrace, woman look at me. You know, it's not a problem to get a woman,
Yeah.
but to get the right woman, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
And you have the right woman, you do everything for her. And she is a good woman is also worth headache.
Yeah.
That you need to learn which woman it is, and that's why you need to talk with experienced people. It's very important, because women can break your fucking neck. Believe me,
Absolutely.
they can hurt you like hell. And I always thought for the mother of my children, and she wouldn't take my children from me, but from jealousy she did 6 months ago. And I was 18 years with this woman. I did everything for her.
So she left you after 18 years.
I left her for 18 years because I cheated on her.
Yeah.
But I was in the blue pill mode, so I thought, no, I want to have all the skeletons in my closet. I'm gonna tell this bitch.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I let her make a choice what you want. Okay, no, she left, so we had a bungalow. She lived there with the children.
Yeah.
Then I said I will do everything to get you back, so I was loyal to her. And then she did a hard time for me. Yeah, I hope you find someone else, so you can leave me alone. And she was telling this to the friends. Then I met the stick where I let you see who runs his coffee shop.
Yeah.
And then she come back to me. Yeah, so that's a long story short. She come back to me. My mother of my children is my number 1, of course, because she's my family. And I go to prison, and when I was in prison, I didn't see her because of COVID. And she thinks, okay, he's safe in prison. He needs to do 6 years. I can do what I want because he does also. That is a fucking problem from Western women. They don't have respect. So fuck bitches who don't have respect. Then you need to and always ask for a body count. Woman who have more than 5 men on a body count is not a woman you need to marry.
Yeah.
Believe me, that is the very important thing.
No pair bonding then. No pair bonding.
No.
She has more, but she's had more than 5 dicks.
Yeah.
Pair bonding.
No, and the mother of my children was virgin when I met her, so that's why she has my children.
Yeah.
I will never have a children with some girl.
You took her virginity?
Yes.
Okay.
And then she got my children.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. So now she can fuck whoever she wants.
Yeah.
Still not much, because she's still the mother of my
You're
children.
still the man. You're still the man.
I'm still the man, but she's the mother of my children. I don't want to have the disrespect that somebody can tell the mother of my children she's a hooker. I was 3 days in a prison cell because a friend of mine, somebody said his mother was a hooker, but this guy was very close to me, so I beat him to fucking shit. Yeah. So I was 3 days in prison. He didn't press charges. Afterwards, I heard, yes, he was really a hooker. So he was not saying it like this. But I hate it when someone can tell about a woman she's a hooker was close to me. But because I love his mother also.
Yeah.
So that's for me. She can do. I hope she have 1 man. I don't like her to fuck around. Then I go. The mother of my children need to respect this, man.
Awesome.
That's the only thing. And believe me, one thing, bitches come and go. So if it's a point for you, believe me, they come and they go. And if you have hurting, in months it will be over. My biggest loss from one woman, she was 18 years older than me. She had a couple of sex clubs, very intelligent, hard-working woman, very tough. She was 18 years older, and but she was married, but we had a very nice time. And when she left me, I was 7 months. I was really really sick of this, 7 months long. But also I grew over this. But for my children, I also grow over it. So believe me, guys, no woman is worth the grief for a long time. You get over it.
Absolutely, 100%. So thank you for this interview. It's definitely going to help the guys. And I'm going to come back in a couple of months. I mean, we're in contact. We're going to go to Dubai together and stuff like that. So maybe we're going to do a part 2, yeah? Thanks, Steph.
No problem.
Thanks.
Well